Alrighty, welcome back to the 2023 version of the TBL playoffs. Got some new faces. Denver Dynamite winning the Ice Conference. That's not a new face. They're our defending champion. They're going to get the first round bye. On the other side, the Bighorn Rams earning the Fire Conference first round bye. If those two favorites move on, we're going to have a championship rematch here, as that was what we had in 2022. Going into this year's matchups, let's take a look. First up, we've got Las Vegas and Washington going head-to-head. Las Vegas taking 3 out of the 4 in the season series. 91-71, having a nice regular season. The Generals, again, having just a strong season with a pretty young team. 90-72. Pretty even matchup here. We'll see who gets the best in this series. New Orleans in Winston-Salem. Winston-Salem, first time appearing here in the TBL postseason. 93-69, a great season on their end, and it's driven by that pitching staff. First in runs against in the Ice Conference. New Orleans, just a stalwart in the playoffs almost every year. They missed last year, 84 wins, missed the playoffs, but still had a great season. And they've been here consistently 10 out of the last 11 seasons. 91-71, another nice season for the Mudcats. We'll see who wins this division matchup. They split it 6-6 in the regular season. Next up, we've got Somerville and New York. So I guess it's the battle of the New Jersey area. JR back with another strong team. 89-73 this year, really quiet and under the radar. Haven't looked at them a lot, but they easily made the postseason. And New York, 2 seasons removed from a championship, back in the postseason, 96-66, a nice season. And these guys, these division rivals, split 6-6. So this could be anybody's matchup as well. We'll go over to the Fire Conference side. San Diego in this year, and they are 90-72, had a nice season, trying to get over the hump. They've been here a couple seasons in a row, but haven't had a lot of playoff success. On the other side, it's the Louisville Thoroughbreds, the first time since the rebrand that the Thoroughbreds have made the postseason, and these two teams split it 2-2 this season. The Thoroughbreds, 13th out of 16th in runs scored, 7th in runs against, but found a way to win this year, enough to get in, 85-77. Virginia and San Antonio up next, 84-78 from the Rebels. Gets them in behind a pretty strong pitching staff. And the Chiles Picantes back in the postseason after losing in the conference championship last year. They have the offense to beat in the Fire Conference, and 93-69 record on their end. Virginia did win the season series 3-1, so we'll see how this one plays out. In the last matchup of the night, St. Louis, 82-80, sneaking in by winning 9 of their last 10 games to get into the postseason for the second straight year. And I don't know if St. Louis has ever been in the postseason 2 straight years. No GM to credit. I think this team is open. So if anybody knows someone who wants to run a team, the Steam are your team. And they're going to go up against the Kansas City Scouts. 95-67, a nice season for the Scouts after missing the postseason last year and having the best record in the Fire Conference overall in 2021. So a nice bounce back year here for the Scouts with the 95 wins, led by a strong pitching staff. So, without further ado, let's get into the matchups. Kansas City takes game one, 4-1 at home. Louisville with a 4-run bottom of the 8th inning to take the 6-5 lead over the Seals. 1-1 in San Antonio between the Rebels and the Chiles Picantes in a 1-run game in the bottom of the 9th. New York trailing, but they have bases loaded, and they tie it up on a sac fly. That's 4-4 now. Ron Stone ties the game. Not over yet. Bases loaded, 1 out there. We've got threats all over the place. And New York wins it. Rich Reinhardt, hit by a pitch, walk-off hit by pitch, 5-4 New York, steals it in the 9th inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Chiles Picantes in the bottom of their 9th inning. The Seals can't get it done after Louisville comes back in the 8th, and they take that 6-5. And another walk-off walk. Chiles Picantes 2, Rebels 1 on a Rivas bases loaded walk. So we have a bases loaded hit by pitch to win the game, a bases loaded walk to win the game. Excitement to start the 2023 playoffs in unexciting ways. Meanwhile, Washington beating the shit out of the High Rollers 11-0. And New Orleans 5-2 on top of Winston-Salem in the 9th. Not trying to become the victim of the Camels' first ever postseason win. So the Mudcats get the road win 5-2. They become the only team to win game 1 on the road. Generals wrap up their game 11-1. Jerry Heinerman, player of the game, 3 for 4, 2 home runs for the Generals. Kyler Baxley, also for the Generals, 7 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts. And Brad Wilson, 8 innings pitched, just gave up the 1 run, striking out 8. Gotta work on some of these new transitions, but we'll get there. Game 2. Looks like all 6 road teams are going to get the win here in Game 2. That means we're going to have a 1-1 series across the board, except for New Orleans, who has a 2-0 series lead as we head back to New Orleans over the Winston-Salem Camels. Dave Rodriguez, 7 innings pitched, shutout baseball for the Mudcats, gets performance of the day. Sean Hall for the High Rollers, 3 for 4, a double, a homer, 3 runs driven in the 8-3 win over Washington. And then Victor Jimenez for the money line, 3 for 4, a homer, 3 runs driven in the 11-6 win over New York. Game 3. Mudcats 4, Camels 2. Ryan's got the Camels on the verge of elimination. The Generals take Game 3. They now have a 2-1 series lead over the High Rollers, stealing the first game on the road in Las Vegas. Kansas City 2, St. Louis nothing. The Scouts up 2-1 in that series. New York takes a late lead against the money line 2-1 in the 8th on a sac fly by Montenegro. And two more on the trade deadline acquisition. Travis Berthiaume, a pickup from the Milwaukee Mobsters. Empire hang on to win on the road 4-1. The Seals win their first game in San Diego 8-6 over Louisville. Louisville tried to chip away there, but the Seals hang on to win. And they have a 2-1 series lead. Last game left, San Antonio, Virginia. San Antonio up by 2. Bottom of the 9th. That'll do it. San Antonio takes the win on the road. They lead the series 2-1. Arturo Rivera, player of the game for the Scouts. 8 innings pitched. Another beautiful performance on the mound for the Scouts as they get the 2-0 win. 8 innings, 8 strikeouts. Travis Berthiaume, the trade deadline acquisition I just mentioned, 3 for 3, double, home run, 3 RBIs, and a walk. Perfect game on the base paths for Berthiaume. And then Jorge Del Real for San Antonio, 2 for 3, a homer, 3 runs batted in, also walked in the 4-2 win. So he really was the difference maker there. On to game 4 we go. A lot of close games here in Game 4. 3-3 in the ninth inning in Las Vegas between Washington and the High Rollers. 1-0 in the bottom of the 8th. San Diego on top of the Thoroughbreds. A couple of two-run games elsewhere. Everywhere else, I should say. Somerville adding on now, up 4-1, bases loaded, 1 out in that game. Ninth inning, we go Kansas City up 4-2, top of the ninth, trying to add some insurance. 3 outs left for St. Louis in that one. And the Seals complete the shutout. They win 1-0 in Game 4. They take the commanding 3-1 series lead. Somerville wins Game 4 4-1 at home. They tie the series up 2-2. Steam coming to the plate, last 3 outs in that game, down 4-2. 3-3, top of the 10th now with 2 down. Generals and High Rollers. Las Vegas needs a win to tie that series up. And it's 5-4 all of a sudden. Virginia sneaks in front of San Antonio with a 3-run 7th. That's an Atencio doubles in 2, and then Washington singles in Atencio, so 5-4 in that game. It's a final in St. Louis. Kansas City wins 4-2. They now lead that series 3-1. Winston-Salem looking for their first ever postseason win, trailing 3-0 in the series, but up 6-3 in the ninth in Game 4 and threatening for more. Bases loaded, 2 down for the Mudcats, but they don't score. Winston-Salem hangs on to the 6-3 win, and they trail in the series 3-1. Virginia adds 2 big insurance runs in the 8th inning. So with 5 runs in the 7th and 8th, they have a 7-4 lead. 3 outs left for the Chilis Picantes, who lead the series 2-1. Might be looking at a split here, and we move to the 12th inning in Las Vegas, 3-3 in that game. Two on, 1 bases loaded, 1 out for the Generals. Las Vegas escapes, though. We go to the 12th, or bottom of the 12th. It's a final in Virginia. They get the 7-4 win at home, and so again, that series is tied 2-2. How long are we going to play to decide this final game? 13th we go. Both pitching staffs, bullpens locked in here. No one scored since the 6th inning. Just to recap, Las Vegas had the 3-0 lead early. Washington chipped it back 3-3, and they get the lead here. Chris Reed, solo home run to lead the 15th inning off. But it's not over yet. I know how this game likes to play with you. Let's see if Las Vegas can respond in the bottom half. Pitching change for, and there it is, Wilson Albazora's solo home run to lead off the bottom half of the inning. Too predictable out of the park. Washington's pitcher had gone 3 innings, so that pitching change, you can almost sense it in this game sometimes. So on we go, 16th inning. One out double, intentional walk, and a walk. We've got bases loaded, 1 out for the Generals in the 16th. A fielder's choice, and then the hero from the 15th inning is the hero in the 16th inning. Chris Reed with a grand slam, his 2nd home run in extras in this game. And I'm not sure Las Vegas comes back from that one. It's 8-4. Generals take the lead. Chris Reed, folks. Dude's played 11 games in his career. He's had 3 at-bats, and he just hit 2 home runs in the postseason. That's the final. Washington wins it. No surprise, player of the day, Chris Reed, 2 for 3, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, and he must come in defensive replacement or something, right? To only have 3 at-bats in that game. Barry Richards, 8 innings pitched for the Seals. Just shutout baseball, that 1-0 win, so big innings for Barry Richards and a big win for the Seals. And Jose Soto for the Generals, 3 for 5, a homer, 2 RBIs, 2 walks, on base 5 times in the 8-4 win in extras. So he played a big role in that, and take a look at the standings. Three to 1 Washington, 3-1 Mudcats, 2-2 Moneyline and New York. San Diego up 3-1, 2-2 Virginia and San Antonio, and then a 3-1 lead for the Scouts. We will pick this thing up tomorrow, probably around I want to say 11 to 12 a.m. In that time zone. Not waiting for exports. If you get them in time, if you want to make changes, you can. If not, we roll. So. Good series start. See you tomorrow.